everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Redskins coming in at 12-1, going up against the Eagles, who come in at 3-10.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Washington Redskins. And he'll give it here to his running back. Big hold to the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidated. On their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. He's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. Airing one deep for Riddick. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
No, especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now they try the right side here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. Past the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 3rd and long. It's gone. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fix what was wrong with them in the last game.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. And out now come the Eagles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now gone. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. To throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They run with Pumphrey, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They're going to look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And they give this time to the tailback. Room to run inside the 40. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Let's go, D. Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in after free agency.
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. They'll run again with Pumphrey. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Check four. Go, hey, run it, run! Oh, yeah!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Eight yards to go here on second down.
Feels right. Good. Back there, Philly. Here we go. Set. Watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He'll look to throw. Side, he's got it, complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
The coach talked about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Goff on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
To throw on second down is gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Fresh set of downs here. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Myers able to knock it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
7 yards to go on second down.
Hey, watch the right. Watch the right. Like 20. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Average ball. Check three.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Goff. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
For one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Set.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the offense has it first and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Let's go. 3-19. 58 to the mic. 58 to the mic.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a handoff looking right. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Play action. Here's Goff. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run here with Pumphrey. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Space to run past the 20. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown up 22 on the season. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Second down following the run.
Watch 10, watch 10. Come on, watch 10, watch 10. Like 20.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun. Goff throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Watch left. Like 20.
On first down, it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Goff throwing again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Goff now looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And to give this time to the tailback. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Fresh set of downs here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 4th down, it's the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Riddick complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Goff now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,